What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'm Billy Miller, the motivational minister. Listen, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. We got a powerful, inspiring message that I'll be sharing today. And the title of it, as you see here, is called, oops, sorry, right? Crazy or Crazy Faith. Crazy or Crazy Faith. What is crazy faith? Crazy faith is that it is having faith and obeying God, even when it sounds crazy, even when it's crazy to do so, even when your situation is crazy. When you still obey Him, is when God tell you to do something. It might even you might like, man, that's crazy. So, for example, God told Moses to go talk to Pharaoh when he had a speech impediment. It's crazy, crazy or crazy faith. That's like God told Gideon to go save Israel when he was spiritually and physically defeated. Crazy or crazy faith. That's like Jesus told his disciples to go feed 5,000 people with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. Crazy or crazy faith. That's like Jesus spit in some dirt and made mud and rubbed it into a blind man's eyes. And the man let him do it. Crazy or crazy faith. Oh man, listen, we about to get into it. I'm going to share with you. Of course, I'm gonna be teaching. I'm gonna be dropping some nuggets and dropping some gems. But I'm also going to share with you one of my powerful and inspiring testimonies for when I had to use crazy faith. But before we get into it, listen, I want you to share this video, whether you're watching the live or the replay. And while you're sharing this video, I'm going to play this real quick video. It's about a minute long, so don't go nowhere. It's just about this free gift right here. I want to offer that to you. So listen, accept the free gift, watch the free video, share the video, tag somebody in it. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. Oh man, like I said, thank you again for tuning in. I'm Billy Miller, the motivational speaker. Boy, you see that light just come up in here? Is that the Lord? I don't know why it does that sometimes. But listen, we about to get into it. We're talking about crazy or crazy faith. Crazy or crazy faith. Let me tell you what I mean when I say crazy or crazy faith. Let me see, and let me put it up on the screen here. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, I thought I had it on the screen. Maybe I don't have it on the screen. Oh, there you go. Okay. This is what I mean when I say crazy or crazy faith. It's when you do what God says, no matter how crazy it may seem at the moment. Hold on right quick. Excuse me, someone was tickling my chest. So crazy faith is when you do what God says, no matter how crazy it may seem at the moment. It also means having faith no matter how bad it gets. So this is what I mean when I'm talking about crazy or crazy faith. Listen, if you're watching me live, will you do me a favor? Will you, if you can hear me clearly, just put yes in the comment section. Put yes in the comment section, because sometimes when I be teaching a good message, the enemy will try to come and distract. And so we pray for God to put his hand around this message and protect us from any type of distractions, interruptions, or confusion. So like I said, if you can hear me clearly, just write yes in the comment section. All right, Crystal, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. So we can hear, hey, they can hear me clearly. So we about to get it going. We about to get it done. So you're going to love this message. Crazy or crazy faith. So check this out. Years ago, I started working in the customer service department. I was working in a hotel, in a restaurant inside of a hotel. I was a busboy, went from busboy all the way up to management. In between that time, I got received Christ. I was born again. And once I got born again, God gave me the revelation of, thank you, Marie. Thank you, Marie and Cornelius. Thank you for tuning in. God gave me the revelation of the word is your life. And that became my mantra. That became my life slogan. That became my, that became my everything. The word is your life. That's how much that revelation changed my life. It was like getting born again. You know what I'm saying? And so it became everything. My website, thewordisyourlife.com. It became on shirts. Just that was my slogan. And a year later, God gave me the revelation on righteousness. Righteousness is learning who you really are in Christ. And I believe that's one of the most important subjects to the body of Christ. Somebody say, well, isn't salvation the most important subject to the body of Christ? No, salvation is the most important message to the lost. But once you get saved, it's important to learn who you are in Christ, because once you learn who you are in him, that's when you'll change. That's when you'll go higher. You see, change is in the discovery. And so that's the revelation I had. God gave me the word is your life, and he gave me the revelation on righteousness. And then after learning and studying and teaching on that, God gave me the vision to write a book. Now, listen, I'm purpose driven. So, that sounds exciting. Hey, write a book. That sounds like a dream. That sounds like a goal, right? I was excited about it. God said he wants me to write a book on this revelation that I have about the word is your life and about righteousness. It's going to be good. But then this is what I did. I asked myself what I call a self-defeating question. One of the most self-defeating questions that you can ask yourself. I'm putting it up on the screen. This is what I asked myself. What if it doesn't work? This is one of the most self-defeating questions. This is the worst question you can ask yourself when you have an idea or a dream. You see, I didn't know anything about writing the book. Yeah, God gave me the vision to write a book, but I don't know nothing about writing a book. I don't know nothing about publishing or editing or cover design. I don't know anything about none of this. And I asked this question, well, what if it doesn't work? And by asking this question, it takes you down a road of those thoughts. What if it flops? What if I make a mistake? What if I fail? What if I get rejected? What if people might just laugh at me? People might be I might be the laughing stock of the town. And this created an anxiety, right? This created a fear. This created this fear, this anxiety of what might possibly go wrong or what might possibly not work, caused me to procrastinate. And procrastination is something that you're going to have to deal with. And procrastination is sneaky. Procrastination is when I call it, I say it's when fear sneaks in. And you got to deal with it, because if not, it's going to kill your dream. Listen, procrastination is the assassination of your destination. I'm going to say that again. procrastination is the assassination of your destination. And see, the worst thing about, you can take a screenshot of that if you want. You're taking notes, write that down. Take a screenshot if you're on your phone. Do whatever you got to do. Just get these nuggets, all right? See, the worst thing about procrastination, I'm not going to be able to go into it deep here because that's a important subject you need to study on to deal with procrastination and realize how serious procrastination is. See, procrastination is not the kid that's scared to sign up for the baseball team. And procrastination is when you're afraid and don't know you're afraid. Let me explain what I mean. See, there's a kid that don't want to apply to get on the he don't want to try out to get on the baseball team because he's scared, right? That's a different person. Procrastination is a person who gets on the team and he's over on the side practicing his swing. He's on the team, he got the uniform, but he won't go up the bat. He has a fear. See, we recognize the first key. We can see his fear. We understand that. And we can probably deal with that now that we see it. Okay, you're just afraid to get on the team and you need to overcome that fear. But this kid that's on the team with the uniform, you don't see his fear. He's over on the sideline. He's on the team. He's riding on the bus with the team. Well, what's his fear, you may ask? His fear is he fears that he's not going to hit a home run. He's on the team, but he's not getting up to swing. Follow me? He's on the team and he's on the side just working on his form. He's getting ready, you know. And that's what procrastination is. They say, hey, little Johnny, come on up here and bat. Hold up, I'm coming. He's trying to get it right. He's trying to get it ready. He's afraid. He has a hidden fear. He don't know he's afraid. If you ask him, is he afraid to say, no, I'm on the team. What you talking about? But he has a fear that he's not going to hit a home run when he swings. Listen to this quote right here. This is a quote by Dr. Farrah Gray. And I like this quote. It's right here. Dr. Farrah Gray says, you don't have to hit a home run the first time, but you'll never hit a home run if you never learn to swing. And I had this fear that I was going of rejection, fear of making mistakes, and I was procrastinating. And I was sitting here saying that I'm gonna write a book. Look, I'm on the team, right? I was telling people I was gonna write a book, but I was procrastinating. A year later, procrastinating. I'm not doing anything. I'm still studying, thank God. I'm still studying on the subject. I'm still getting the nuggets, but I wasn't getting up to swing. Why? Because I was afraid I wasn't gonna hit a home run. I was afraid I wasn't gonna be able to write the book. I hope you follow. If I'm saying anything you like, hit them hearts. If I'm saying anything that you like, hit them hearts. So God told me to write a book, but now I'm procrastinating because I don't know what I'm gonna do. It might flop. I might get rejected. And year 2 go by, year 3 go by. I still haven't written the book. Follow me now. I still haven't written the book. If you would have asked me about it, I would have still told you about it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna write that book. Had the title and everything. Year 4 go by, year 5 go by. I still haven't written the book. Procrastination. I'm procrastinating. I'm slowly killing my vision and don't even know it. Oh man, listen, like I said, I'm not gonna park on the. I can just teach on procrastination right now. But as a matter of fact, if you watch to the end, if you're dealing with procrastination, right, listen to me. If you're dealing with procrastination, I'm gonna show you how to get rid of it at the end. I got a resource for you. I got 2 of them. One's free, one's a product. Choose whichever one you want. But you wait to the end. I'm gonna show you how to overcome procrastination. As you can see, I have experience. So year 6 go by. Year 7. We're in year 7 now. God told me to write the book 7 years ago. And I remember I was single parent, got full custody of my daughter. And I remember saying to myself, you know, I need to work on my career path, you know, because I was at the hotel. I'm on the management team. I'm good at customer service. I got a knack for it. And I said, well, I need to start moving up the career ladder. Surely God understands, because I know he told me to write the book, but I'm sitting here trying to raise this child on my own, and surely God understands, right? And so everything is kind of going good. I'm like I said, I'm in customer service. I'm a customer service guru at this point. I'm getting all types of awards. Everything's going good. I'm about to go to the next level. I'm already about to get offered a promotion. I done got in position, so I'm about to get a promotion. And I remember the thought. I remember saying this to myself. Surely God. So I don't went from putting it on the back burner to putting it on the shelf. Listen, I ain't abort the vision. See the danger of procrastination? You don't abort the vision. In other words, you don't say, okay, I'm not going to do it, but you delay it and you put it up on the shelf. So I said, I took it off the stove, took it off the back burner. Now I'm putting it on the shelf. And so I came to work one day, and my mentor worked at the job with me. And my mentor walked up to me like something been on his mind all night, which it was. And he came up to me. The first thing he said to me, he said, God told me to tell you it's time. God told me to tell you it's time. Somebody write time in the comment section. Write time in the comment section. So I said, it's time for what? Now, here's the thing. He don't know. He had no clue. All he know is God woke him up in the middle of the night and put on his heart to come and tell me that it's time. He said, hey, I don't know. He said, I just do. I'm just being obedient. I mean, he seemed like he was like, hey, he had to get this done. Like he ain't about to deal with God on this. He was like, look, I just did what God told me to tell you. That's between you and him. I don't know. He just told me to tell you it is time. So then I got all spiritual with him. I said, I know what he talking about. He's talking about it's time for my breakthrough. It's time for manifestation. It's time for me to get my stuff. I got spiritual on him. Yeah, that's what he's talking about. He's talking about it's time for my breakthrough. Yeah, won't he do it? And I ignored the warning. I ignored the warning. And I continued on this path that I was going. Maybe I'll become a food and beverage director, and move my way up to becoming a general manager of the hotel. And 2 weeks later, everything started to crumble. And it started to crumble to a point where I can't even go into all the details, because that would be a whole nother live on its own. So the best way that I can explain it is I was brought to a point where I could do this here. This was my choice. I can quit or I can compromise. These was my choices. This is simple. I can't make this a super long live. I can't even give you I can't even do that right now. But let me summarize it for you. These were my only choices. You can quit. And if I quit, I got to quit in a week. It ain't even a 2 weeks notice thing here. If you quit, you got a week. Or you can stay, but if you stay, you're going to compromise. And I remember this quote by Dr. Miles Monroe. He said in this quote, I remember, never forget this quote. He says, there's no victory in compromise. And listen, I wanted somebody to give me an answer. I wanted somebody. I'm going to my mentor. What you think was with this situation? Which nobody could give me an answer. It wasn't something that somebody could tell me. Hey, this is your decision. This is your life. You're gonna have to figure this out. Either quit or compromise. So I prayed to God, and I just asked God for wisdom. What do I need to do? I got a sheet of paper. drew a line in the middle, pros and cons. The only peace I had was with quitting. But let me tell you the thing about quitting. I didn't have another job set in place. Now, listen, that's always a rule of thumb. I've even told people, hey, if you don't like your job, you know, don't quit. Go find you another job first and then quit. You know what I'm saying? Don't just put yourself out there, but go and search, find you another job. Once you find another job, put your 2 weeks notice in. That's what I generally would told people. That wasn't this situation. God said, quit. But God, I ain't got no other job. Listen, we're talking about crazy or crazy faith. So I finally made a decision that I was going to quit. I hated that I had to be in this situation. I didn't ask for this. I didn't want to be here, but I got to make a choice. And the only thing I'm getting peace with is quit. And I don't even have another job during this time. And this is during a time in the world when it was a recession. And I remember being in the elevator. So I told everybody I was quitting. I remember being in the elevator. There was a lady worked in the housekeeping department. She said, "Yeah, I heard you was leaving." She said, "Where's your other job you going to?" I said, "I'm not going to another job. I don't have another job." She said, "You don't have another job?" She said, "You're crazy." We're talking about crazy or crazy faith. And I remember when it came time, it was like a couple of days before my end was coming at the job. And I remember the executive chef pulled me in the office to have a one-on-one conversation with me. And he said, "Listen, what you gonna do? You don't have a job." I said, "I understand." I said, "I've been good with my finances. I got an emergency fund, that'll help hold me over for about 3 months. And by that time I find another job." Hey, I was looking for a job when I found this one. I found another job. That was my confidence. That was my bold talk, right? I find another job. Shoot, when I found this job, I was looking for one. So I ain't worried about finding a job. I'm a good worker. I got good, credibility. Yeah, I'm good. And this executive chef said, he was the executive chef. He said, "Yeah, I understand you got some savings." He said, "But something can happen." He said, "Sometimes the way life works, man, you sitting there got the savings and stuff will happen and it'll soak up your savings." He said, "What if you get sick? You and your daughter, he said, "You got a daughter. You got to think about your daughter, man." He said, "What if y'all get sick? You ain't got no health insurance because you ain't working. What you gonna do? You go pay out of pocket?" He said, "They gonna soak up all that little money you got." He said, "What if your car break down?" Right? And he started to kind of make sense. He had me thinking for a minute, right? Yeah, he making a point. You know what? I guess he right. And then he said this here. He said, "Listen, I know you're a man of God and faith and all that stuff." He said, "But this right here is for real." Ah, oh yeah. See, when you see the devil's tail, God's face is near. Snapped me back in reality of faith. See, when he said that, I said, "Oh, he's talking about something. Yeah, I know you're a man of God and all that, but this is for real. Like being with God is for his faith." So that snapped me back to reality of faith. And I said, "Man, I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I appreciate you coming talking to me." I said, "But this is something I got to do." And you know what he said to me? He said, "You crazy." We talking about crazy or crazy faith. So, like I said, I was a good employee. I was there for 14 years. They threw me a party and everything. They gave me big old plaques and everything. They celebrated me. And then I left and I said, "Okay, I got at least 3 months to find a job." I got my savings and I remember 2 days later, I was getting in the car and my car broke down. No problem. I took some of my money and my savings and I went and got it fixed. Okay. About a week after that, I had an abscess in my tooth and I had to go to the dentist. I don't have health insurance. I had to pay out of my pocket. Man, that that was one of the most ghettoest visits. I had it at dinner time. I'm like, yeah, okay, what you about to do? Like, how much that cost? Okay, you go numb it, right? So, like, what's my out the door cost? I said, I'm dipping into my savings, but while I'm doing this, I can hear the voice of my dad, executive chef. What if something happened to your daughter? What if you get sick? What if your car break down? All this stuff happening. A week after that, my car broke down again. Follow me now. Stay with me. Stay with me. My car broke down again. And there was a series of storms that came on my life. Time won't even permit me to tell you everything that happened to me during this time. If I had time to tell you, I'd tell you about how I had got 4 more abscesses by the end of the month. If I had time to tell you, I'd tell you about how my car broke down a few more times. If I had time to tell you, I'd tell you about how I was in the hospital for 4 days with fluid around my lungs, all as an attack to stop me from writing this book. If I had time to tell you, I'd tell you about how the doctor diagnosed me with high blood pressure and bad cholesterol, and the devil told me you gonna die just like your daddy. But I didn't. That's when the whatever devil was birthed. If I had time to tell you, I'd tell you about how I didn't have unemployment and I was down at the social services in a line waiting to apply for food stamps and Medicaid, all while reading a book on wealth because I didn't want my circumstance to affect my mind. If I had time to tell you, I was going through. I was going through. And listen, I got time to tell you about this one thing, though, this one time. So, man, I woke up this one morning and I'm frustrated. I ain't found the job yet. Almost like God told people not to hire me or something. What's going on? But this one particular day, I woke up. I said, I got on my shirt and tie, iron crisp. You understand? I'm talking about cut, just looking sharp. And I had got my brief. It had this little, this is the actual one too. It got a little dust on it, so don't judge me. I don't use it no more. But this is the actual one I had. Got a little briefcase, got my resumes in it, got my reference letters. I got all my awards and stuff that I got customer service. I said, I'm about to go find me a job. I'm about to go fill out application after application, business after business. Somebody go hire me. And I remember going out in the car, I got all my stuff, and I went and got in the car. I put the key in the ignition. You hear that? That's what I heard. Nothing. The car wouldn't stop. Wouldn't start. And I'm just sitting here like, man, I'm just going through. I said, but whatever, devil. I knew this was I said, the devil's not gonna have my day today. The car won't work. I had a plan. I said, but you know what? I'm gonna go in the house and I'm gonna work on some stuff in the house. I can't go nowhere right now, but that's okay. I'm gonna go in the house, get organized, clean up a little bit. So I went in the house and I turned on the TV, and it was on a Christian network, and this minister was being interviewed, Dr. Mike Murdoch, as a matter of fact. And it was just playing in the background. I didn't even know what it was. It wasn't a show that I was particularly purposely wanting to watch. I just turned it on the Christian network so I could just hear stuff while I'm cleaning up. It's kind of like you listen to music, right? And during this time, he had written about 500 books. And as I'm cleaning up, I heard the interviewer ask him, and the interviewer said, man, what motivates you to write? And he responded, when I hurt, I write. And man, I heard it just, I don't even know what the interview was talking. I don't even remember nothing else about the interview. I just heard that. And when I turned around, I looked up at the TV. He said it again. He says, when I hurt, I write. Now here I am, was hurting, wounded, sick, frustrated. And all of a sudden, to my right, there was a laptop. Not a laptop, a desktop. The desktop just lit up for some reason. It's just like it's been in that corner, and I just saw it. And when I saw it, I heard God say to me, "Do you have time now?" Look, write time in the comment section again. Listen, we talking about time. Write time in the comment section. Remember, I told God, listen, I don't have time. I mean, I'm trying to be do better with my family, trying to advance in my career. And God sent me the word. Remember, he said, listen, he said it's time, but I was too busy for him. I was I had other plans, you know what I'm saying? And so now all those plans have unraveled. Everything has crumbled. Everything has fallen apart. I can't even leave the house unless I go catch a bus or something or walk. And I'm sitting in the house. And the guy said, do you have time now? Woo! And then he said this here. Stay with me. This is the next thing he said that changed my life. He said, go for it or don't go at all. Because I've been procrastinating for 7 years. I've been dodging them. I've been disobeying. You know, God don't like lukewarm. He need to be in or out. And he said to me, he brought me to a point of decision. You know, decisions determine your future. He says, go for it or don't go at all. From that day, I decided to go for it. That day, I decided to go for it. And so I went for it. I don't have a job. And of course, I still was looking for a job. But I said, I'm about to take on this writing full time. I'm about to get serious. And I'm not making no more excuses. And I'm about to do it. I don't know nothing about it. Oh man, I forgot to put the books over here. I'll just mention it to you though. I knew I had to attack the fear. There was 2 books I read. There was a book by um, John Maxwell called Failing Forward, which helps you to look at mistakes differently. Remember, I've had a fear of making mistakes. I felt like I was gonna blow it. But and I kept just wanting somebody to be up under. I just wanted to wish the author would have just took me up under his wing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was wanting. I was just hoping some author would just come and just say, "Let me show you the ropes." But that ain't how it's happened. Listen, it's not gonna happen like that. And for all you, and just a side note for you aspiring authors out there, I know naturally you think, well, let me go find another author so he can show me the ropes because you're in the same situation. I was there. But that's not listen, John Maxwell can probably give me plenty of pointers on writing a good book. But I ain't gonna be able to call John Maxwell to help me write a book. He's already on a mission. So what I had to do, I had to go and find the person who excelled in writing the book, the person who teaches it, so to speak. So I went and found the self-publishing guru, the person who taught, he's dead now, but the person who taught you how to write. That's what he does. So if you want to write a book, go find a writing coach. Don't go find an author. That's just my little side note for authors. They ain't gonna have time. You need to go find. Listen, if you want to be in the nursing field, yeah, a doctor can help you, but you're gonna have to go to school. You're gonna have to go find somebody who's training to be a doctor. Got it? Dr. Johnson ain't about to come help you. Anyway, I hope y'all got that. So so that's what I did. I went and found out who I needed to, I found out all the information. I started studying, I started learning, I started doing all these things. And it took me 3 years. Billy, was it easy? No. No. Billy, did you make mistakes? Oh yeah. Yeah, I did. See, sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. See, it's okay to fall just as long as you get up with a lesson. So, yeah, I made mistakes, but I learned from them. But I went forward. God said, go forward or don't go at all. And that's a message for you. That's a message for somebody who's watching me right now. Listen, you need to go forward or don't go at all. How long you been playing around with this thing? You should have started that business a long time ago. I'm talking to somebody. You should have wrote that book a long time ago. I'm talking to somebody. Yeah, you had the idea, but you still waiting on an approval committee. I'm talking to somebody. Go for it, but don't go at all. Quit half stepping. Quit having on the uniform but not getting up to swing. Quit telling people you go, oh man, oh, you know what? That just remind me of a quote. Hold on, let me see if I can put it up here. Quit telling people, but ain't doing that. Listen, long after the talking, have you done any walking? Chew on that for a minute. Long after the talking, have you done any walking? So I quit just telling people I'm gonna write a book and start writing the book. In 3 years, I wrote it. Here, this is it. Remember, I told you the word is your life, what he taught me, the first revelation, the second revelation on righteousness. I made mistakes. Took me 3 years. Had obstacles. Crazy or crazy faith. But it manifested. Came out with my first book. It became an Amazon bestseller. 15 months later, I wrote my second book. It became a #1 Amazon bestseller. Why? Because I decided to take crazy faith. I decided to take crazy faith. Oh man, I hope you're getting this. I hope you're getting this. And I've written, and I have 4 books total now and still writing them. But it all started when I had to overcome procrastination. Had to overcome procrastination. Listen, I told you, I promised you in the beginning of this video, if you're dealing with procrastination, I have something for you. I have something for you. If you're dealing with procrastination, I have something for you. I have your answer here. You're not here by accident. I have your answer here. If you're dealing with procrastination, I'm about to show you how to get rid of it. I'm about to show you how to deal with it once and for all. Listen to this. Listen, don't wait until tomorrow to deal with your procrastination. Get it? That's a Billie Miller quote. Listen, don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait until tomorrow to deal with your procrastination. Listen, you need to deal with it now. So let me show you what to do. Let me show you how you can deal with this procrastination once and for all. I know you're tired of starting a new year off and then get halfway through and don't finish. How long you gonna keep talking about it? We about to deal with it right now. This is how you deal with it. Listening, you ready? Okay. So I got 2 resources for you. All right. The first one, this is a free resource. I want you to, if you're watching this on YouTube, right? This video right here, if you're watching this on YouTube, look in the after this video is over, look in the description of this video, and I have a series called Harvest Blockers. Watch this series. It's 4 videos, 4 tools. If you watch these videos, it's going to help you to if you apply it now. If you're really watching it with a full expectation, expecting to hear something, and you watch it and apply the information, you'll get rid of procrastination. If you're on Facebook, right? Because a lot of you watching this on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, listen, go to my YouTube channel. It's right here, youtube.com/Mr. Billie Miller. And go to my once you get on that page, you're going to click a button that says live, right? And it's going to have a list of videos. You got tons of videos, all types of teachers on there. It's going to bless you. But go on there and find this video, right? So subscribe to, go to my page, subscribe, then find this video right here called Crazy or Crazy Faith, and look in the description, and you'll see all those other videos that I'm talking about. That way you'll know which ones I'm talking about. All right. I got one more. All right. This is a book right here called Whatever Devil, We Made It Anyway. Chapter 3 in this book is a chapter called Whatever Devil, I'm Going For It. And if you like this testimony I just shared, I actually share it in this book as well. But I teach a whole chapter teaching you everything about procrastination, all the ins and outs. Procrastination, for example, a lot of people think the leading cause of procrastination is laziness, but that's not true. You need to learn what it is. You need to learn the main things that cause procrastination. Listen, think about this. Laziness can be a reason that you procrastinate, but it's not the leading cause. It's not even one of the main reasons. You know how I know this? Because there's a lot of people who work hard on their job, but they don't work at all on their vision. Chew on that for a minute. They give their job overtime, but give their dream no time. See, a lot of you out there who are procrastinating on your dream, it's not that you're not a hard worker. It's not that you're lazy. You just have a hidden fear. And I list several reasons, and I teach you how to overcome it. And you want to get it out of this book right here. So the question you had to ask yourself, and the book is at whateverdevil.com. You can get the paperback copy or you can get the ebook, right? So the question you had to ask yourself is, do you want to get rid of procrastination? Listen, I gave you 2 resources. I gave you a list of videos for free, and I gave you the book that you had to invest in. But investing in knowledge pays the best interest. Listen, I've read a lot of books and I've done a lot of study, and I continuously do it. When I study, it's for my growth. When I teach, it's for your growth. So this is up to you. This is up to you. You got to make the decision. Are you going to invest yourself? Are you worth investing in yourself? I can't make you watch the videos. I can't make you buy the book. But when I study, it's for my growth. I'm still gonna grow. You got it? But when I teach, when I write, when I share, it's for your growth. Will you go for it? Or you like, oh, go at all? Listen, if I said anything you like, please hit the hearts. If you agree with anything I said, please hit the share button. If you got any questions or comments, you can put it in the comment section, whether you're watching the live or the replay. Listen, I thank you for your time. Listen, we're about to play a quick video. Most definitely get the free gift. If you haven't gotten the free gift already, just go to whateverdevil.com. This is free as well. This is not just a book. I know I got a book here, but you also get an audio download, and you also get a 3-part video series. That's just free just for visiting my website and connecting with me. Get the book. Oh, one more quick thing before I go. If you're going to get the paperback copy, you might as well get both books. I have 2 volumes of the Whatever Devil Volume 2. I got a special discount price for both books, or you can just get the main book. Mainly get this book. This is the main one I want you to get. But you can also get both copies. And like I said, I have 4 books. So for the serious investor, listen, if you really want to get, if you tired of, look, you ain't making no more excuses. You ready to do this thing for real? You like, hey, I'm just all in. I'm going forward. You say, hey, Billy, I'm going forward. Listen, get what I call the Library of Billy Miller, and that's all 4 of my books. All 4 of my books for only $44. Oh man, that's a good deal right there. This is gonna change your life. All 4 of these books, woo! You go to the next level. You'll go to the next level. The question is, do you want to go to the next level? If so, invest in these books. Go to whateverdevil.com. Listen, I'm about to play a real quick video, but I mean, as far as the message is over, so after this video, we're done. Listen, I love y'all. Y'all take care. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay blessed. And always remember that the word is your life.